Global conveyor belt of ocean currents distributes heat around the planet, moderating temperatures and driving weather systems. If disrupted, regions such as Europe could experience severe cooling despite overall global warming, while other areas like the tropics could become unbearably hot. Economically, the effects of such an event would be staggering. Coastal infrastructure worth trillions of dollars, including ports, power plants, and urban centers, would be lost. Insurance industries would collapse under the weight of unmanageable claims, and governments would struggle to rebuild or relocate entire cities. Global trade would grind to a halt as supply chains heavily reliant on coastal infrastructure are thrown into chaos. The humanitarian crisis would be unprecedented. Hundreds of millions of people living in low-lying areas, from Bangladesh to the Netherlands, would be forced to flee their homes. Refugee numbers would dwarf anything seen in history, straining resources and political systems worldwide. Competition for dwindling resources such as fresh water, arable land, and food could ignite conflicts, further destabilizing already vulnerable regions. Compounding these challenges is the potential release of ancient carbon stores currently trapped beneath Antarctica's ice. As the ice sheets vanish, vast amounts of frozen organic material could thaw and decompose, releasing methane and carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. This feedback loop would accelerate global warming, amplifying the crisis and making recovery even more difficult. The immediate and far-reaching consequences of this hypothetical event highlight how interconnected our planet's systems are. The loss of Antarctica's ice would not only reshape the physical geography of the Earth, but also challenge humanity's ability to adapt and survive in a dramatically altered world. In the final part, we'll explore what actions can still be taken to prevent such a scenario and how the lessons of today could shape the future of the planet. If the ice sheets of Antarctica were to vanish overnight, the aftermath would serve as a grim wake-up call for humanity, revealing both the fragility of our planet and the urgency of collective action. Such a monumental event would leave no aspect of life untouched, forcing humanity to confront the profound consequences of a dramatically altered Earth. One of the most daunting challenges in the wake of this disaster would be global displacement. Entire nations such as the Maldives and Tuvalu would cease to exist beneath rising waters, and countless coastal cities around the world would become uninhabitable. This would trigger the largest migration crisis in human history. Governments and international organizations would face the unprecedented task of resettling hundreds of millions of refugees, requiring new infrastructure, housing, and resources in already crowded and resource-strained regions. Without coordinated global efforts, competition for survival could lead to widespread unrest and geopolitical instability.